Mike's Daily Podcast.
I am no Superman. It's Mike Matthews. How are we today on this Friday? Here we are into the Mike's Daily Podcast. The 4th of July weekend, everyone's got plans, and we're all going to go places and do things. It's one of those things I sing about, and that is people going out and enjoying the 4th of July weekend, and the roads are going to be just crammed full of people, just impacted like bad wisdom teeth. Mike's Daily Podcast. Impacted like wisdom teeth. That's what I'm trying to say. So, Mike's, let me do a quick Daily Search Podcast about a song that came out when I was a kid. We used to ride roller skate to this song because we were all into roller skating when I was a kid. And it is called Short People by Randy Newman. And I was asked by somebody today, why does Randy Newman hate short people? And you think about it, a song like that really couldn't come out today because people would be like, oh, he's mad about short people. The song was understood by many listeners to reflect Newman's personal viewpoint. However, Newman interprets the song to be about prejudice. The guy in that song is crazy. He is not to be believed, says Randy Newman. As with many of his songs, such as Rednecks, Newman wrote the song from the point of view of a biased narrator. And by the way, it features on it the Eagles. I was just reading something about the Bee Gees here, that Newman had never charted a single before, and his previous album, Good Old Boys, had been his third to reach the Billboard 200. Short People soon gained attention as a novelty song, and it consequently became a major hit.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Peaking at number 2. It was kept from reaching number 1 by Baby Come Back, You Can Have a Fool Like Me, and Staying Alive. That's right. Newman would later grow to dislike the song and its success, eventually calling it a bad break, a novelty record like the Chipmunks, and said it caused him to receive several threats regarding its misinterpreted message. He said, I had no idea that there was any sensitivity. Aw, Basil. Basil the boxer, everybody. He's stopping by to say hi. Do you know what? I think I've been talking into this microphone wrong. I think I have to talk into it like this. My apologies, in that I am that bad of a person that I don't know how to talk into a... I think... I don't know. You can hear me, right? I guess I must be using the microphone, right? The late, great Basil the boxer there. He would later grow to dislike the song and its success, eventually calling it a bad break, a novelty record like the Chipmunks, and said it caused him to receive several threats regarding its misinterpreted message. He said, I had no idea there was any sensitivity. That anyone could believe that anyone was as crazy as that character to have that kind of animus against short people. And then to sing it and put it all in song and have a philosophy on it. However, it ended up being included on almost every one of Randy Newman's greatest hits albums. By the way, Randy Newman, if you don't know, if you're super, super young and you just don't know what I'm talking about, there, I think I got the microphone somewhat working. Randy Newman is the guy that sings the song on the Toy Story movie. That one. And then he's... what's the one? He's done a couple of Disney movies and won some Academy Awards for the songs that he's written and sang. The song was mentioned when Daryl Philbin discusses a list of Michael Scott's favorite Bruce Springsteen songs on the TV show The Office. There was Huey Lewis in the News, one was Tracy Chapman Fast Car, and my personal favorite, Short People. That's how it got popular. Okay. Superfruit. Oh, but I didn't even talk about the podcast picture today. I got distracted by microphones and Randy Newman and everything else going on this Friday as people get ready for the 3-day weekend. Some of you get a 4-day weekend. You lucky people, which I love. I'll go with this nice sunset picture from the other day. How about that? In Podcastro Valleymont. See it at MikesDailyPodcast.com. It was this past week. Sweet or sour tart cherries offer a powerhouse combination of flavor and nutritional value with only 80 to 90 calories per cup. They are called stone fruits. They're jam-packed with fiber and vitamins A and C, beta-carotene, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Their superfruit status comes from the fact that they have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-cancer properties. Plus, you get a boost of the feel-good compounds tryptophan, serotonin, and melatonin in both sweet and tart cherries. That's cherries, everybody. Cherries. Wonderful cherries. There are hundreds of different types of cultivars of cherries. And where they are grown, their exposure to temperatures and light and the crop's maturity when harvested affect their nutrients, flavor, sugar, and acid content. The U.S. cherry season is short. In fact, we're in the middle of it. It's from mid-May through August, and the time from tree to table is swift. The fresh cherries at your warehouse are picked, packed, cooled, and on the road in 2 days. The quality hinges on 4 characteristics: color, sweetness, sourness, and firmness. Rich skin color, as we go outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valleymont, the last place on earth. Rich skin color, whether bright or deep red, and a balanced flavor ratio of sugar and acid appeared to influence cherry consumers' choices the most. The most common sweet varieties are deep mahogany, red Bing cherries, followed by Rainier. Those are the yellow and red ones, which are sweet with a hint of tartness. Sweet cherries are mostly eaten fresh. Fresh, frozen, and dried sweet red cherries taste great in pies, cakes, muffins, and quick breads. Try Rainier cherries chopped and sprinkled over cream cheese toast, sliced into salads and grain bowls, and tossed into ice cream floats and cherry parfaits. Never mind about smoothies. I love them in smoothies. Keep in mind that frozen whole cherries are typically pitted and ready to go. Tart varieties such as the popular dark red Montmorency can be enjoyed fresh, but they are also available year-round, frozen, dried, or in 100% juice or concentrate. According to research published in the journal Nutrients, tart cherries have been shown to help with a variety of chronic health conditions such as arthritis, gout, exercise recovery, sleep, diabetes, and heart and gut health. Fresh or more commonly frozen tart cherries and or juice and concentrate can be blended into smoothies, there you go, yogurt, dressings, and sauces, or stirred into oatmeal. Chili. You can even put it in chili and soups. Dried tart cherries are tasty in granola or trail mix. When mixed into fruit chutney or salsa, they make a luscious topping for grilled meats, chicken, fish, or portobello mushroom burgers. And don't forget beverages. You can infuse fresh, sweet, or frozen tart cherries into still or sparkling water, and they can be crafted into beer, hard seltzers, and cocktails. Cherries, everybody. Consider the cherry. The cherry that can help you in your life. You got the way to move me, cherry. Thank you, Neil Diamond. That was not Randy Newman. It was Neil Diamond that did that one. Not that anyone had that confused, although maybe they did. somebody I knew today was talking about Tom Waits. And that is another songwriter, although he was very French, very edgy, very kind of influenced, I would say very influenced by the French, like the French crooners, and wow, very kind of a mysterious, scary, smoky, that gravelly sound of his. And he also did some acting. 10 ways to appreciate what you have right now. Why is it so hard to appreciate what we have? Why is it so difficult to be sated with everything in our lives in the here and now? We always seem to be chasing the next big thing, constantly lusting and yearning after the newest and best I've got to just have it now object. We move from one point to the next. We can't ever seem to be happy. The funny thing is that for the most part, at least, everything in our lives was once just a wish. We wanted that car we drive today so badly just a few years ago. The house we live was once just a goal. The people or situations in our lives were once just a wish. So why is it that today we can't appreciate all of those things? They didn't come to us easy. How come we're not satisfied with the status quo? Probably this is the biggest question in everything that makes people miserable and that makes people do miserable things, is because of that. We're never satisfied. It's not a new conversation. Not too long ago, let's see, let me jump over here. Number one, not too long ago. Where was he going with that? Not too long ago. That seemed like a wonderful place to start, and I didn't end it, but whatever. Be grateful and count your blessings. There you go. That's what I wanted to get to not too long ago. Head to your local homeless shelter. Believe me, in the Bay Area, you don't even have to go to a homeless shelter. You just go under a bridge. You just go down the street. You find it everywhere. Find a bus stop. You'll find what you want to help out. Go donate your time, though, at a homeless shelter. Help to feed the people who can't afford to feed themselves. Look into their eyes. Listen to their stories. They've lost it all for one reason or another. Some of them are alone in this world, and others have to care for small kids, and it's utterly heartbreaking. If you really want to appreciate what you have, go see how the other half lives. Go witness what it's like to be in their shoes. Suddenly your problems begin to dissipate once you see someone who can't even afford to house or feed themselves. It's one of the most moving experiences in life to do this. Be present and live in the moment. If you're serious about appreciating what you have, there are so many miracles that are occurring all around us that when we stop to actually pay attention, it is a complete marvel and a wonder. The simple beauty of life and consciousness is so utterly astonishing that we have to be present and appreciate it. Stop comparing yourself to others, how the other half lives, how the keeping up with the Joneses and all that. So I don't have hair. Quit comparing if you're a male, quit comparing yourself to Brad Pitt. If you're a woman, don't compare yourself to Victoria's Secret models, although now Victoria's Secret's revamping everything because they know everybody loves to hate them. So now they're like, let's find an activist to represent us. That's what we'll do. That'll make everyone happy. Meanwhile, everyone hates them still. Downsize your life rather than upsizing it. Get a smaller home. Buy a simpler car. Use the money you save on experiences rather than the attainment of things. Life isn't about buying things. It's about experiencing all the wonder and joy out there. Ask yourself different questions. The questions that we ask ourselves preclude us from appreciating what we have. When you ask a poor question, you often get a poor answer. Instead, we need to ask better questions in an effort to get better answers. Instead of saying, when will I ever have something so nice? We should ask, what can I do today to help someone less fortunate than myself? Visit terminally ill patients at the hospital. Let go of hatred and negativity. Smile even when you don't feel like it. Even though your heart is breaking. Did Randy Newman do that song? No, that was Jimmy Durante, wasn't it? But he did a song similar to that. You got a friend in me. That was the one he did. You got a friend in me. Focus on your faith and belief. And this all from wanderlustworker.com. Wanderlustworker.com. We're outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valentine. Look who's here. Hi, Mac. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing? It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what. What? How come y'all don't know how to talk into a microphone? That's all you do in life for your living and whatnot. I don't know. This microphone came from aliens, so I didn't know exactly how to use it. It didn't have an instruction manual, so. We have a microphone that came from aliens here at Cafe anyway. Yeah, from aliens. Cool, Mike. I appreciate what I have. Good. Look who else is here. Oh, Mike, I make the delicious root beer halftime. I'm going to have some right now.
Awesome.
Oh, bubbly. So bubbly. And I think slightly alcoholic. I don't think root beer is supposed to be. Hey, tell me what you think about anything that we covered in today's podcast. You can call me 336MM Daily. 3 + 3 = 6. MM isn't Mike Matthews. Daily isn't what this podcast has been for 12 days. 12 days. Woo! 12 days in a row. 2 weeks straight. I have done this podcast daily. But Mike, isn't the podcast supposed to be daily? That's why it's called Mike's Daily Podcast? Yes. But as I say, I get interrupted because of life. So let's see how long we can keep this going. I have a feeling maybe one more day and then I got to take a break. But we'll see. Oh, by the way, quick kudos out to Stormy Phoenix. She is going to interview a band called New Spell next week. And you can look her up. I told her, you know what? I interviewed New Spell back in 2014. That's so funny. And now you're interviewing them. That's awesome. Back when I used to interview bands. And you can actually hear the interview at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Go to the menu and you can find all the interviews. And I think there's somewhere in all that is a link to where you can hear the interview I did with New Spell. So there you go. It's interesting. But that when I originally did that interview, I think Stormy was all of 9 years old. And now here she is. She's almost grown up. Okay, she's grown up. No, she's going to do now she has taken the mantle is what I'm saying. So good for her. There you go. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Thanks for listening. And that was episode 2264. Who are you?
Hey, kids. It's me. Do-Re-Mi the Clown.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!